You know something? Every moment that passes in the jungle is fresh and new. And so the Wild Asia TV team, as the official media representatives of the jungle, are very keen to capture every one of those special moments. Now, it has been said that one can never bring the axe to the same point on the same tree every time. And similarly, in the jungle, no two moments are just the same. The animals, the birds, and even the reptiles that we see are here now, gone the next. And we consider it our responsibility for your sake and for those others after you to record all of these and preserve these moments. So join us on our trip for now. Do you know in the family of the pigeon which is the largest? Well, we're about to encounter that particular one. Now, we don't intend to attach a message for it to deliver, but maybe just to obtain a bit of information and so forth. Yes, for those children who watch the Wild Asia TV program that we present to you, it's good for you to get to know these big ones of the forest.
The biggest bird in the pigeon family is the green imperial pigeon, which is vegetarian. It prefers to roam on the ground, whether in the jungle or in cultivated gardens with lush vegetation. An open nest built with twigs is its dwelling place. Found in many parts of Sri Lanka, it usually stays in a flock. But is this lone bird on this watery bank looking for food? Or is it that it prefers its own company?
An especial allure of the forest and the world therein is the fact of the unity that does exist, all of the creatures together. But at the same time, to be able to appreciate it, there must be an aspect of loneliness as well. And the Wild Asia TV team was in the company of this lone elephant and were alone with it just to be able to appreciate the value of isolation on occasion. And yes, it does have a very special attraction to be alone at times, as you can see.
There is a great appreciation of solitude in the elephant world. This lone elephant that our Wild Asia team met on the banks of this lake seems somewhat dejected. This loner walked down lazily, sometimes stopping on the way, and got into the water, taking its own time. The activity and the joy a herd of elephants experiences at such times was completely absent. The Wild Asia team had to wait for hours on end with great patience to record the behavior of this lone elephant. Though elephantine in size, it seemed that the loneliness it felt must have been searing. Usually, when bull elephants reach adulthood, and also when a stronger bull joins the group, these bulls have to leave. The reason for the violent behavior of these lone elephants may be the mental agony they undergo on account of non-acceptance in the group. Loneliness cannot be borne even by an elephant. After quietly immersing itself in the water for a long time, it got up and aimlessly walked into the jungle.
In times of drought, it is the area of the waterway or the reservoir or the tank that serves as the meeting place and the sports grounds of the denizens of the forest. And all those who are friends, enemies, all get together and happen to meet right at this spot. And they drink the water and enjoy the company of each other, or do whatever else they would feel inclined to do in the water. And even those ones who are usually found right way up on the top of the trees come right down to the ground on such occasions.
The dry lake bed is similar to a public playground. Every animal in the jungle assembles here to walk or jump or just laze about. The freedom the animals enjoy is endless. It is in the evening that every variety of animal ambles here. Heedless of any danger from any predator, they thoroughly enjoy themselves. When opportunity calls, the denizens of the jungle put away all cares and sorrows and seize the happiness of the moment. This group of monkeys enjoys such a moment. These occasions, frequent in the jungle, appear and disappear instantaneously, and we make a special effort to report them to you.
One of the primary requisites in the law of the jungle is to be alert and watchful. For if not, there is no life. For there are so many dangers that lurk here and there. In fact, it would be far easier to find or obtain life than to protect it. Even when one was to drink a drop of water, see how necessary it is to be ever so watchful.
We occasionally glimpse a mongoose running across a road. It's not an animal that walks slowly. This animal allowed us the freedom to observe it closely without even a by or leave from us. We are truly grateful to you, mongoose. It is a very alert animal. Its food consists of small insects. At the slightest indication of danger, it will go into hiding. Its main enemy is the snake. But whatever the reason for this eternal enmity, it is the snake who is usually defeated, and the mongoose comes up winner.
Being caught caught in the middle of a herd of elephants can be absolutely terrifying, although it is a very unusual experience. But even amongst the elephants, there are those who do not do as they are told. This was on one occasion when we were trapped right in the middle of a herd of elephants, and in the evening they were making their way to their evening spots, wherever it is that they reside in the night. But just observe the manner in which we were treated by the members of the herd.
How would it be if one is surrounded by a herd of elephants in the jungle? This was an experience we actually went through. The elephants, probably thinking we were invaders in their territory, acted somewhat threateningly at first, but realizing otherwise, went quietly into the jungle. Even an elephant attacks only if it feels threatened. Moving in numbers, their sense of unity is admirable. They sensed our intentions correctly, which goes to show their standard of judgment. It has to be mentioned here that trekking in the jungle to report these incidents to you is no easy task.
Whenever it is that the weather changes, it has been said that the animals well know beforehand. In fact, at the time the tsunami struck, all of the animals knew, they say, and therefore very quickly and early departed to places of security. But also, when it is about to rain, the animals behave in a very different way from the other times. And really, to observe the beauty of the rain, one must be in the forest. And the Wild Asia TV team are ever so delighted to be able to bring that special beauty and show it to you now.
A heavy rain swept through the jungle, ending the long drought. Though a blessing to the jungle, all the animals were drenched. What can one do after such a heavy shower? The Sri Lanka jungle fowl did some exercises. It shook its feathers and dried itself. The peacock too did the same. Nature has taught them these lessons. In jungle life, nature's lessons on how to face various experiences, whether rain or shine, or wind or hail, have been well drilled in. That is a part of the beauty of the forest.
For whatever we do, we need to be well prepared. And so, this, even in the aspect of hunting, applies as a vital rule. But how does the leopard prepare itself for hunting? Well, despite it being a leopard and amongst the most ferocious of hunters in the jungle, it does require a great deal of discipline and preparation, and it does it. Good to learn.
After quenching its thirst in its own territory on the banks of the lake, this panther's next move is probably predatory. Possibly sensing that the tiger was on the prowl, no other animal approached the tank that evening. This class of tigers, identified as Panther pardus, is an animal to be feared and considered the most ferocious hunter. It possesses very sharp eyesight during the day as well as night. It has an inbuilt mechanism in the cornea of the eye capable of increasing light when insufficient light conditions prevail. The teeth and claws are also fashioned to suit its hunting lifestyle. With its armor in readiness, the jungle will be splayed with blood when the tiger will have its kill tonight. Though we may disagree, this is the law of the jungle. The tiger, as the hunter, kills to preserve its species, while the hunted will hide or run away for the same purpose, the preservation of their species.
As night falls, one must arrange one's affairs just so that it could be a pleasant night for all. And if that is so, it makes the greatest sense. And that seems to be the message that is directed to us by this loving couple.
This pair of spotted doves, or ash doves as they are sometimes called, are preening themselves as if in readiness for an occasion. These are commonly seen all over Sri Lanka. In the dry zone, their colour is a bluish grey, while in the wet zone, they are more greyish. These birds walk on the ground in pairs looking for food. Coupled for life, faithfulness in marriage. In a world where family problems occupy time and space, wouldn't it be a good idea to print a picture of these doves on a calendar to denote a happy married life? A picture of them could also embellish a marriage certificate. May your married life be as happy as that of these doves.
Okay, let's go. The jungle really is quite a marvelous, even amazing place. And we notice that nothing really remains the same. It's changing all of the while. And the Wild Asia TV team, as the official representatives and media representatives of the jungle, are very keen to be able to record these precious moments and present them to you in our report. And we trust that you all enjoyed our presentation today. And hopefully next week at the same time you will join us again as we bring you more news and events from the jungle. But from us now, it's good night.